From the players to the fans and everything in between, African football produces sheer emotion on a daily basis. It is the same passion that encapsulates the continent and pushes Africa forward. So many memories etched on our minds. It is these moments that remind us of 10 of the most passionate moments in African football that brought players to tears. Now, let's count down those top 10 moments. Kicking off our list at number 10, it isn't just the players that let their emotions get the best of them. This fan from Tanzanian football team Yanga FC tries to explain his team's loss to rival Simba. Yet, disappointment and frustration couldn't be held back as the fan embarrassingly cries on live TV. Next up at number 9, South Africa in 2010, and this time it was Nigeria's goalkeeper and most capped player Vincent Enyema who needed to be consoled by teammates following Nigeria's 2-1 loss to Greece. Nigeria finished last in Group B at the 2010 World Cup. It was reported after the tournament that Nigeria's hotel reportedly ran out of tissues due to Enyema. Number 8 was for the love of a country and a father. In 2014, Côte d'Ivoire's midfielder Seridi, thinking of his late father, burst into tears as the Ivorian national anthem played ahead of Côte d'Ivoire's match against Colombia. Côte d'Ivoire went on to lose by 2-1. On to number 7. The 2002 World Cup was not kind to Nigeria, as the Super Eagles crashed and burned in South Korea and Japan. Nigeria finished dead last in Group F behind Sweden, England and Argentina. It was that exit from the World Cup that left millions with the image of Nigerian defender Taribo West distraught. Nigerian fans were more upset about West's hair, however. Number 6 with a bullet, it is back to the African Cup of Nations. This time from 2012 as Gabon striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who had scored in all 3 of Gabon's previous matches, missed his penalty during the team's quarter-final shootout against Mali. Aubameyang has scored 3 of Gabon's 6 goals, but was the only player to miss in the penalty shootout. Aubameyang's heartbreak came in front of his home fans as Gabon crashed out of the competition, and Mali went through to the semi-finals. Number 5, and who better than Cameroon's Samuel Eto'o, who did his best impression of a crying baby after his match against Egypt. Why was Eto'o crying like a baby? Cameroon had just missed out on qualifying for the 2006 World Cup. Playing injured in the second half, Eto'o lost control, kicking and screaming. On to number 4. The 1999 Champions League saw one of the greatest finals to ever be played, thanks to a goal by Bayern Munich's Mario Basler. The Germans cruised for 84 minutes. However, Manchester United fought back just when it looked like Bayern would lift the biggest prize in European football. After the loss, it was sheer agony for Ghana's Sami Kufa, who said in 2014 that he still can't watch the final. Number 3. In 2000, the African Cup of Nations was hosted by Nigeria and Ghana. This time it was Sunday Oliseh who experienced extreme heartbreak. Down 2-0 to Cameroon in the final, Nigeria stormed back, only to lose the indomitable Lions on penalties. Next up, at number 2. At the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, Ghana had the opportunity to become the first African side to make it to the World Cup semi-finals. Yet Asma Ojayan, one of Ghana's all-time great players, missed a penalty that could have led the side through. 2 years later, at the African Cup of Nations, Giant missed another penalty against Zambia, inciting hate all over Ghana, making Giant public enemy number 1. Giant proved to be a mummy's boy shortly after that. Looking to save her son from the country's hate, Giant's mother told him never to take another penalty. With his mother's words ringing in everyone's ears, he was substituted before the penalty shootout against Côte d'Ivoire at the 2015 African Cup of Nations final. The rest is history. Number 1. Everyone remembers a cup final, and Andre Ayew will never forget 2015 African Cup of Nations. Ayew broke down in tears following Ghana's penalty shootout loss to Côte d'Ivoire. Unable to be consoled, it is the intensity and length of the breakdown that puts Ayew as first on the list. So there are our top 10 balling footballer stories. Do you remember other moments? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Akoni TV.